Houston, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. It's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that. Defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Manning. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. He leaves it with the back. Discards a man. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying the left side. Smashes through. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Colorado.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the defense drags him down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Buys a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off in a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Taylor wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got his man. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 7, Texas 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Running back goes in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Caught on the outside, it's Blue.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Gets rid of it. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Toss to the left. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
To the air. It's Manning. He looks that one in nicely. Oh, it's out. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Fast motion from the offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going to the running game. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Texas.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass. It's Manning. trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Touchdown, Colorado! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Dropping back, it's Manning. He lets it fly. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. On the run, it's Welsh. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw. Pulls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball?
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Texas, 0. Texas.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Ball's at the 15 on 2nd down, and they need 9. Back to throw, it's Manning. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Wide out in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Golden. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
This time it's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They want to just keep throwing it. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the offense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On the move. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 6th play of the drive coming up. The give and tick, 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 tick. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw it. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try it over the left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer